talk about everything.
Well, this was more of like in the first 2 episodes that I saw.
Yeah, and we're live.
Okay. Well, so this is the Brony Boys episode 3, the Ticketmaster. This is what we're reviewing. So I was only told to watch this one, but I decided to sit down with one of my Brony friends and watch the first 2 episodes of season 1 as well.
Hey, Andrew, have we introduced you yet? Do you know the format of the show?
It's all right. It's all right. Let's just go.
I know you're keen and excited. I get it.
I'm Smolderdash. They're not going to be able to tell if it's a forbidden topic or a pony name.
It's all right.
Are you ready to be quiet?
Yeah.
And wait for your turn to speak.
Sorry, I'm not good at that.
Welcome, Phillies and Oh fuck! Now I'm fucking up. Gentle Colts. Start again. Welcome, Phillies and gentle Colts. I'm Captain Chunderfunk. He's Archie, and we're the Brony Boys. And this is episode 3, The Ticketmaster. Join us as we trot through every single episode of the animated masterpiece, My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. All 222 episodes across 9 seasons. We got 2 down and only 220 to go. Don't worry, we're no one-trick ponies here. We are 100% committed to reviewing every single episode of the show that began in 2010 and continues to attract otherwise well-adjusted straight and straight-ish males, even to this day. So pony up and let's share our thoughts about all things My Little Pony. Remember to share our show to all the bronies, phonies, cronies, chonies, stonies, and jabronis you know. We really do want to showcase the Brony community, and we want both Brony and non-Brony guests. So come on, don't be fluttershy. Join us. Join us. Join us. Hi, Archie.
Hello, Dave.
How are you feeling about episode 1 and 2? Have you got any new feedback?
Any new feedback? Personally, I haven't been on the internet as much because I've been super busy. But I've heard it wasn't bad. So what about you?
All positive.
All positive. Good.
Unlike some of the other projects I might be involved with, Brony Boys, it's all positive.
Good.
All the time.
I am glad. Oh man, we also do have a guest this time.
Yeah, we do. But hold on, I wrote something in before, so we have a guest. Are you following the notes or not?
Am I? Let's see.
So yeah, we haven't yet broken into the lucrative Brony stables around the internet.
Not yet.
How are we going to do this?
How are we
going to earn the respect of a bunch of mostly old fat dudes who spend their nights grooming their 1,000 strong My Little Pony collections while singing Pinkie Pie songs? How are we going to do it? I'm intimidated.
You're intimidated. Why are you intimidated? These are going to be some of the nicest people you're going to talk to.
I think they're going to bully me because I don't know enough about My Little Pony.
This is no. They are not going to bully you. This is not that type of fandom. We are really nice. Trust me. They will take you in with open arms. It's just we need to somehow, I guess, get into the fandom.
Yeah, but that's my point. Like, you've got to be in it to be in it. Otherwise they'll just sniff me out. Oh no, you're a phony. You're a fake Brony.
Nah, you're just starting out.
Trying to be cool.
What, after the show's done and the hype's died down a lot?
Yeah. So if I go into, like, I found a Brony Discord server. If I go in there and say, I've seen the first 3 episodes, I think I'm a Brony now. They won't like that.
You're going to get shadow banned.
No. I do not think that's ever going to happen. I feel, me personally, I do not think unless they're assholes, that's not going to be true. So.
Well, you have 2 assholes on the podcast right now.
Well, I guess that is true.
Considering some of our other projects, then they may not like me. The bronies may not like me as much as you think they might.
I don't know. There's a guy that I need to show you to, a YouTube channel called DWK, I believe, and he is very funny.
Yeah.
So you might get a kick out of him. But yeah.
Okay. Well, send me links and then we can talk about it next week or the week after.
Okay, that works.
We'll just never run out of brony stuff to talk about.
Never. There is a lot we can talk about.
There is, well, yeah, I know there actually is a shit ton. Anyway, so yes, as you we're saying, we do have a guest, our very first guest, and of course, we found a massive brony, maybe the biggest brony in the world, who is only interested in My Little Pony and nothing else. Isn't that right?
Yes, isn't that right, Andrew?
You have to refer to me as Smolder Dash.
All right, Smolder Dash. Right, isn't Smolder that right?
Yeah, I guess.
Good. So thanks for coming on the show and to talk exclusively about My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Right. You're not gonna mention any other possible franchises.
No.
As we agreed.
That I can 100% say. I will keep this limited to MLP,
which you're the biggest fan of, as established.
I'd say. Never mind. Well, I was gonna say maybe potential, but I don't know.
Ooh.
And okay, but remember, this is a serious and clean show. Are you okay with that? The only F word we say here is Fluttershy, and the only N word is Queen Novo, a character that I don't know yet, but I looked it up.
Queen Novo? Who the heck are you talking about?
I looked it up on the web.
Okay, hold on.
What?
Who is this character?
Who is this character? Well, maybe we'll learn in future episodes. Who the heck? Oh, sorry. Who the hey?
Okay.
I've got to say hey.
Who the heck?
Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah, as you know,
okay,
because you're a massive brony, everything has to be a horse or pony pun.
All right, every pony.
Smolder Dash.
Get together.
I just figured out who Queen Nova is. I know why I don't remember her. Anyway. Oh goodness. So
just before we go into the fast round of questions, I just got one comment that I'll read out. What's up, Brony boys? This is from Jason Lampro. As the show progresses, are you going to get cutie marks tattooed on your bums?
Oh,
what an amazing idea! What would it take for me to actually do that?
I
need to.
I know I'm a guess, but I'll consider it. Shows you how committed to the show I am.
I don't even know if I'm going to do that. It's been a long time.
Wait, you don't already have tattoos?
No, I don't have a single tattoo. I do have a tattoo idea for my arms later on, for like Celestia and Luna on both arms, but
there you go.
I don't have a tattoo yet.
So, as we do with every guest, we ask them a bunch of standard questions, and you got to do it. You got to answer them fast. Are you cool with that? Sorry, what am I supposed to call you? Smolder Dash?
My pronouns are Andrew. Actually, I don't care.
Okay, you got to answer faster than a flying alicorn.
Okay.
Can you do that?
I'll do it faster than Rainbow Dash.
You spelled alicorn wrong.
Shut up. Did the listeners need to know that?
No, but I needed to point that out.
Dude.
I'm sorry.
See, I thought you said all bronies are just nice.
We are nice, but me personally, I give people crap, so...
You're that kind of brony.
You mean you give people horse dung?
Yes, that's what I mean. All right, for the first question.
I mean, pony poop.
Poop, yeah, whatever.
What Ponies is your... All right, Andrew, what is your first My Little Pony memory? Like, how it got brought up into your life, I guess.
So I do have a best friend at school, and his name's Joel, and he was the one who first like I guess pointed out My Little Pony, because like I knew it was a show, like I guess I had seen it passing by before, but I never really acknowledged its existence until I befriended him.
So you're talking about future guest Joel.
Hopefully.
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect. Next question. Who is your favorite and least favorite My Little Pony and why?
Ooh, yeah.
Favorite Rainbow Dash, least favorite at the moment. Say Spike.
Oh, poor Spike.
And why? I mean,
Yeah,
Spike's
why?
obvious. You don't need to say.
I'm only 3 episodes in, and I don't like how he's the only dragon.
Oh, that'll change.
Okay.
And I'm confused on how he burps up letters.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Okay.
Yeah. But why is Rainbow Dash your favorite?
Jumping the gun.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Rainbow
don't.
Dash.
I don't know. Rainbow Dash she's really cool. I mean, I don't know. It's just out of all the other characters, when she first appeared, I was like, yeah, she's really cool.
Wait, Dave.
Yes.
Did we ever say who your favorite was?
This isn't the Ask Dave questions round. But yeah, it's someone who.
Oh, actually, no. Oh, sorry.
Someone who does another show that I still happen to be on. I haven't managed to get myself kicked off that one. Is desperate to know which pony I think is the sexiest.
Oh.
Now, okay, so Archie, which My Little Pony do you think I think is the sexiest?
Oh god.
Out of them, I mean the ones I've seen so far.
Maybe Fluttershy, if I would have to guess you.
Fuck. How did you guess that? Holy shit, dude.
Because first of all, you threw her a lot in the show notes.
Oh.
And I wouldn't think it would be Rarity. And I know it's not Pinky because you hate her. I couldn't think of anybody else besides Fluttershy that you would.
Yeah, and it's
I can tell you why. Because Dave likes people who are broken and shoveled. People that aren't good in public settings. And well,
Fluttershy. Yeah, he likes the shy girls, right?
Yeah.
No, I like girls who flutter. What are you talking about?
You made me flutter, baby. But I want to change my answer. My least favorite character in the series I've seen is Celestia.
Celestia?
Yeah, I don't like Princess Celestia.
Oh. That is interesting. A lot of people, I guess. I guess a lot of people, some people do not like Celestia and how she is.
I mean, maybe it's just because I'm only 3 episodes in, but I'm telling you right now, not a fan.
That's all right. It's understandable. I'll tell you that.
Ooh. Have we hit a nerve?
No. Celestia's fine hating. If you hated on Luna, that'll be a different story.
Luna's the more interesting of the two.
She is.
I was only told to watch episode 3, but I did watch the first 2.
Yeah, that's all right.
We know. You keep bragging about that.
I know. I'm proud of myself.
You're cool. We get it.
All right.
And you're gonna keep watching along with us.
Yes, he is.
I will.
He's going to come along with us
until I find an episode that I just hate. I'm gonna keep watching it.
The only goal of this show is to create more bronies.
Well,
clearly.
That's the only reason I listen to this show. So I mean, I think you might have done that. You may have reached your goal.
All right. So the next question: would you hide your love for My Little Pony if a partner was a hater, or would you dump the person and find somebody else who likes My Little Pony?
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question? I don't understand. I didn't.
Okay, so if you find somebody that you like a wife, girlfriend, whatever, and they hated like people who liked My Little Pony, would you stay with that person, or would you dump them?
It's not really up to me. It'd be up to them if they want to stay with me or dump me, because I don't give a shit.
Okay.
I mean, because if you hate something that I like, we can still be together. It doesn't matter unless it impacts them that much. Then I don't want to be with them anyways.
All right.
Yeah. So what you're saying is you do the right thing and dump them. Yep. Good.
Yep. All right.
If you could be transported magically to Equestria and transformed into a pony, what is the first thing you'd do?
All right. First things first. Before you answer that, Smolderdash, what race would you be? And you can't say Alicorn because that's cheating.
A Pegasus.
I feel you. All right. So what would the first thing you would do?
I would flirt with Rainbow Dash.
So he would seek her out just to go flirt with Rainbow Dash.
Yep.
All right.
Just flirt. Just
Actually, you know what I would do? I would join the Wonderbolts, and then I would try to seduce her that way.
Perfect. So you gotta have to first of all figure out how to fly, and then you gotta get so good to join the Wonderbolts.
So what you're saying is that you'd be Maverick in Top Gun.
Yes.
And you'd seduce Kelly McGillis.
I'd be more like Crom 2's and Gop Ton.
Oh,
okay.
Got it.
I don't know what you're talking about. Explain it.
You guys don't know the hit movie Gop Ton?
Right.
Gosh.
You mean you're talking about the artist who did our logos?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I aspire to be like him.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. No, you already did your Pinkie Pie voice. I don't care if it's cut out at the start of the show. I don't want to hear it again.
You got to do it again.
Actually,
can you do Pinkie Pie or any other pony's voice? Do it again.
Recording when we were doing that one.
It may have got Dave may purposely cut that out. So just do it again.
Hi guys, my name's Pinkie Pie. I'm really excited to share with you my new ideas. We're gonna have a good old party. We're gonna be friends.
I love it.
I like your Pinkie Pie a lot more than the Pinkie Pie. Can you go through and replace the Pinkie Pie in the show with you doing Pinkie Pie? Each individual episode. So I don't have to listen.
I want to hear him sing "Smile," the song, in Pinkie Pie's voice.
Okay.
So we'll get back on you with that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Can you do any other characters, by the way, if you want to try your hand at it?
Maybe Applejack, because I am Southern.
Oh, that's.
Oh, come on, Twilight. Don't be like that, sugar. You can't be down.
Huh.
Your Pinkie Pie's better.
Yeah.
You can work more on the Applejack. You got to get it more twangy and like annoying fake farm girl.
Well, howdy do, Twilight.
Yeah,
that's better. That's better.
We gonna need to fix old Granny Smith's hip.
Okay, next question. Which My Little Pony would you most like to see as a playable character in your favorite video game? Which is one of the I'll just name it for you. But one of the Batmans.
Oh, I thought we were talking
Arkham City or Arkham Asylum or
Arkham Knight. Arkham Knight's my favorite out of all of them. So which pony would I like to see in that?
Yeah.
As a playable character.
Yep. Out of the 6 main ponies?
Out of any of them. Like it doesn't have to be one of the.
Okay. There's a part of me that wants to see Batman on top of Rainbow Dash. So I'm gonna say Rainbow Dash.
All right.
No, ponies aren't ridden. So no.
She's a Pegasus.
Nope. Batman. No. You just want to play as Batman. So you're saying Batman riding pony? No.
I want to be Rainbow Dash and fly Batman around.
No.
Okay.
That's not how it works.
Speaking, if we ever want to get into this, there was actually going to be a fighting game that was going to be. It was fans were making it. That was My Little Pony based.
Okay, how do we get that game finished? That's got to be another mission of this show.
Well, it was going to be finished, then Hasbro shut it down. So unless you want to go talk to the Hasbro.
So how do we get Hasbro to unshut it down?
I don't know. It's a game now called Them Fighting Herds, but it's you could if you see that game, you can see what each character was based on.
Oh, they took away all of the stuff. Yeah, the licensing stuff. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it does. I was
Oh
super
wait.
excited for the game.
Okay, so a pony as a playable character, right? Like I get to
Yes.
play this character in the Batman games.
Yes.
Maybe Rarity.
Oh,
Because she's kind of like Catwoman-esque in the way she could like seduce enemies, right? But
yeah.
then she can seduce them, but then she can also like at the very last minute just pony kick them into a fireplace.
Don't forget, she also has magic. So.
That too, yeah. She's also a unicorn, so she also be able to use her magic.
Yep. She'd
So
fit right into Gotham.
right into the Bat family.
Right into the Gotham.
Gotham, which is such a high magic universe.
Oh man.
Next question. Why do some people think it isn't normal for men, real men, to like My Little Pony?
I'm gonna guess because it is directed for a young female audience, and most of the characters in the show are women, and I guess it's kind of gay if you are a real manly man like Brock
Manly
Lesnar
man.
or John Cena or
because wrestling isn't gay at all.
Nope, not at
Gay.
all.
Men wearing tight spandex grappling each other is not gay at all.
I used to wrestle. It's not gay. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean that level of theatricality.
You're
people,
talking about WWE wrestling.
Yeah, the only good kind.
The best wrestling.
Which My Little Pony do you find sexiest? Did we answer that already?
Yeah, we did. He said Rainbow Dash, right? Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so the next question: if My Little Pony didn't exist, what do you think you'd be a fan of instead?
So
and you can't say what I think you're going to say because that's banned.
So
let's just say, if you want to know what we're trying to talk about, go listen to any of the other podcasts,
or just look up my name.
That is true.
Look up my name.
Just look them up, and you will probably see it.
So if My Little Pony didn't exist, what would I be a fan of instead?
I mean, Batman, I suppose.
Whatever the Real Housewives show is with the little people, the midgets.
Oh,
because that's like
it's a small world.
Well, it's like a pony version of humans, right? Like they're the ponies of humans. Like humans are the horses, and the midgets are the ponies, right?
Yes,
and I had to find something to fill the void.
Yes, everyone on that show needs to rename themselves with a pony type name.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh
man. What's your favorite song from My Little Pony, and can you sing it?
There's only been like 2.
Oh yeah, he hasn't heard all the other ones.
So,
which out of the 2 that Pinky has sung do you like better?
So, I believe it's the one where, yeah, I don't know. I don't. None of the 2 really stick out to me. I guess maybe the one from episode 3 where she was trying to sing to her about the
gala.
Yeah, about the gala.
Mm-hmm. Maybe once we get further into the show, we could come back and ask you again.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh yes.
Actually, no. I changed it. The song it was in episode 2 where they were in the forest and she was singing about having to make the evil trees go away with
the laughing song.
Yes, so that one.
Oh yes, I'd forgotten about that. Thank you so much for reminding me.
Now that song's in my head. God damn it.
And lastly, do you think you'll still be a massive brony in 10 years? And if not, why aren't you a real fan? 10 years time.
I believe that Rainbow Dash fan art will be around for 10 years, so I believe I'll be able to stick around.
Fan art for any character that is popular probably going to be. All the main 6 are probably still going to have fan art in 10 years.
Yeah, I think that's safe. So next, before we get into the episode, the favorite part of every episode for everybody, everyone loves when we talk blow by blow on the episode. I still don't feel that I know about the main characters very well, like to differentiate them. I'm pretty good with the looks now, but the personalities, I'm still, maybe I'm just slow. But I found on the Hasbro website that they
You
describe
you
each
see a bit of
character a bit.
spoilers on that website. I'm just saying.
Oh, really? God damn it!
Don't spoil the show for me, Dave. Don't you dare.
Okay, I'll go quickly, and you'll just forget the spoilers.
No.
There's Twilight Sparkle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the leader?
The only thing you gotta say is don't describe her. At least one part of her.
What are you talking about?
If you look at Twilight, she has something a bit different than she has in these earlier seasons. If you were looking at the same site.
Oh, okay. Well, yep. All right. I'll defer to the true biggest brony, which is Archie. Can I say that she dislikes chaos?
Yeah, you can say all the stuff over there. You can say everything that she has. I'm just saying, she's the purple unicorn.
Oh, okay. Here's the most important one. Her favorite snack is pancakes.
Hey,
right, I've got it.
You got it done.
Twilight. That's Twilight Sparkle. Fluttershy. We know it. Yeah, she's shy and sexy, right? That's all we need to know.
Sure.
I disagree.
She's aspirations to be the best animal carer in Equestria. She likes singing, so hopefully.
Yeah, and she sings much better than Pinkie Pie does. Much better.
She is also the element of kindness. Oh yeah, Twilight's magic. We should probably say what element they are. True.
Move on to Applejack. She's the one with the. She's easy. Applejack.
Look at all those relatives.
Honest, friendly, and sweet to the core. Yes. And a lot of people say she's got the most annoying voice, but I disagree.
She plays musical instruments.
Oh, we haven't got to that yet.
She dislikes girly and fancy things.
She's more like a tomboy farm girl kind of. I don't know.
I wouldn't say tomboy.
She's just a country girl.
Yeah, just a country girl. Which I guess if you replace Southern with testosterone, then you may get somewhere.
And next is Smogler Dash's favorite, Rainbow Dash.
She dislikes hot chili peppers, spicy hot chili peppers, apparently.
What about red hot? No, I was kidding.
Yes, she dislikes the red hot chili peppers. Her favorite element, is loyalty. She loves pranking her friends. Her favorite snack is cotton candy.
Yeah, so if someone can do a parody song of Rainbow Dash singing Red Hot Chili Peppers, that would be.
I don't even want to feel
amazing.
Perfect.
Yeah, and so Rainbow Dash's biggest characteristic is she wants to be like a fighter pilot, the Wonderbolt thing, right? Yeah,
she wants to be a World War II pilot.
Easy. Mm-hmm. Rarity is next. Ooh. She likes fashion and and she's posh. She's the posh one.
She's the posh one. She's the one. He's like, oh, she has the, British accent. She also has a cat. Named gosh, I'm gonna say this wrong. Opalation. Yeah. I'm just gonna say
Oompa Loompa.
Oompa Loompa.
Cat named Oompa Loompa. Yep, that'll do.
She dislikes
being opalescence. Opalescence, is that?
Yes, opalescence. She dislikes being stuck in the wrong outfit because she's got to have later she's going to have something that she's going to bring up is a fainting couch that she's just going to bring out of nowhere.
Well, that is quite funny. That's like a reference to women in the Victorian era getting like hysteria and fainting. So no, that's cool.
She's pretty cool.
That's cool.
All right.
And finally is Pinkie Pie.
Dave's most favorite character.
ADD, squeaky voice. That's all you need to know.
See, but that's why I relate to her so much, dude. Is my fucking ADHD.
She has a pet alligator named Gummy that has no teeth. She's also the element of laughter. Rarity was the element of generosity.
Smolderdash does prefer them with no teeth. Isn't that right, Smolderdash?
Well, considering my past experience with teeth, yeah.
Teeth bad.
Teeth are
Very bad.
Wait,
and she likes parties and stuff. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm maybe good with all the characters, but maybe I get a bit confused with. No, I don't. No, I think I'm good now.
Yeah, each character is very different.
Yeah, they are very different. I don't know how you were getting confused, but
that's
because one of the complaints often with female and girl characters is that they're all the same. They're not.
But see,
they don't have their own sort of unique personalities.
But that's not the case with this show. With this show, like in the first episode, they do a great job introducing all the characters and who they are. You know who they are right from the beginning of their introduction. Which is that's very good. I mean, you got to give the show, regardless if you like the show or not, you have to give the show some props for that, because there's not a lot of there's many examples of TV shows and movies that they introduce characters too fast, like Suicide Squad.
Oh man, Suicide Squad introduction was oof.
Can you imagine it? My Little Pony did better introducing their characters than Suicide Squad.
I'm more knowledgeable about My Little Pony than I am about Suicide Squad at this point. So,
man,
is that the one? Suicide Squad's the one with Harlequin in it?
Yeah, Harley Quinn's in a lot of stuff. He's It's also the one where
Will Smith is in it.
Yeah, Will Smith. Okay. He plays.
So Harley Quinn has daddy issues, right?
Yeah.
No.
Depends on the
book.
I at least know that
her original origin was that she's in a psych ward, and she is she's a psychiatrist or therapist.
Yeah,
or whatever, she
talked to the Joker, right?
Yeah, and the Joker made her
got daddy issues. And she's got daddy issues.
Sure.
So which 100%.
Don't agree.
Which My Little Pony has the biggest daddy issues?
I would go
Applejack. She doesn't know which ones are dad. It's a lot of members.
They actually go into her past in an episode about where her parents are.
See?
I'm going to say Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow Dash? I was thinking Rarity.
Why'd you say that about my girl?
Okay, well.
If I'm being honest, I think the one with actual daddy issues is probably Pinkie Pie. Because she has to suppress all of that psychological trauma with laughter.
She does say to laugh the evil way, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we could possibly do, like we were talking about the hottest My Little Pony before. We could possibly do a crossover episode with We Are A-Holes.
So is that
one of our other projects?
The crazy uncle of this podcast family? Is that like the crazed uncle?
Who's that?
The We Are Asshole podcast. Is that the crazed uncle of the of the network?
Yes, I guess so. Yep.
Or the whack job cousin.
Yeah, the one that at family gatherings goes on about certain different groups and which ones are better than the other. Yes.
The one the family member that once they leave, you go, oh my gosh, that one
was a lot.
Yeah, it's like whenever they speak, you get winded for them because wow, that is insane.
So yeah. So in summary, let's do it. Rank all of the. Well, we just go with the 6 and come up with criteria. Yeah, that's
So we
easy.
just
You
gonna
know
go
what?
up to 6.
You know what?
Definitely a crossover
I'm
episode.
for it.
Okay, sure. I guess I will be on that episode.
Yes, perfect.
All right.
Okay. So are we ready to get into the
yeah,
episode?
let's get to the recap. Let's do it.
To the,
This is what everyone's been waiting for.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So the name of the episode is, like we said at the very beginning, The Ticketmaster. And this is, I'm assuming the next thing is the description of the episode.
Yes.
When Twilight Sparkle receives 2 tickets from Princess Celestia to the Grand Galloping Gala, all of her friends want to go. Whom will she choose?
Very important you get the grammar right. Whom and not who.
You're going to need to give me a grammar lesson on that. I still don't understand it. I've had English teacher after English teacher after English teacher explain it to me and always just forget.
All right.
Well, it was used correctly there.
So I actually watched it today for a refresher. So when we open, yes. So when we open up, we pan into a shot of Applejack and Twilight just talking about, it was a hard day's work and Twilight was getting hungry. They were thinking about lunch. Yeah. And Spike just sat on Twilight's back the entire time.
Yeah. So what was the deal with that?
Did absolutely nothing. Spike? He's just so lazy. He's just sitting on the back, and he was just like, well, yeah, because you guys aren't doing anything. Like he was saying his laziness was their laziness.
He becomes more of a character later on. I don't know what they were doing with him this early. He gets his own episodes later, but for now,
okay. Multidash, you were talking about episodes that you might tap out on.
Yeah,
could it be the Spike episodes?
They actually bring. This is way later in season 9. They talk about Spike's father. Spike's father just shows up one day.
That's the character with daddy issues.
Yeah. So, okay, did you say season 9?
Yes.
Okay.
So, way in the future.
200 episodes, 290 episodes to go.
5 years' time.
Yep.
Yeah, so I wrote that it's episode 3 is nowhere near as epic as the 2-parter. I mean, that's typical of shows, isn't it? But I think something massive happens in the first 1 or 2 episodes, and then after that, they settle into the groove of the show. Well,
it sets up the world a lot better. It's like not every day in Ponyville is something going to happen that's just epic.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be just some random events, but I think this story was see, like the first 2 episodes is like a 2-parter, and it was trying to build Twilight Sparkle's character and be like, well, listen, you need friends, right? I think this episode is a growing. It's a little bit of an expansion.
Friends, good. Okay.
Well, yeah, but it's growing off of that. It's like now she has friends. How is she going to deal with the struggles of having them?
Yeah.
Yeah, friends can be a pain in the ass. I agree.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, it's that is basically what this episode's about. How she starts to handle her friends. Because a scroll after Spike eats an apple, the perfect apple, after he was throwing tons of apples out of the bag.
Yeah,
he just wasted a bunch of apples.
How does that bit work? I didn't understand how that bit works.
He was looking for the perfect apple, apparently.
He's trying to find a good apple.
Right.
He's just throwing them all in the dirt, and he found a really good one.
And then he ate it, and then afterwards, he got a letter from the princess, which
Okay. Hold on. So the shiny apple didn't have anything to do with the scroll.
No, absolutely nothing at all.
Well, because remember in the first episode, he's already burping up letters.
Yeah, it does it in the first episode.
This is why I'm the bigger Brony than you, Dave.
Well, clearly, I'm the least Brony of the 3 of us.
I'm the rookie.
If you would,
okay. So the apple doesn't turn. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. All right. All right. But so what was the deal with the perfect apple? What was the point of that?
Because he was hungry.
He was hungry. He just wanted the perfect apple. It was just a thing there that he wanted to do.
See, Pinkie Pie's ADD. He's OCD.
So that's teaching kids to ignore and throw out and dispose of all the retard apples.
Apparently.
And just focus on the perfect specimens of apples.
It's called Darwinism, Dave.
Okay. No, that's fine.
All the lesser apples get thrown out.
I get it.
Teaching the kids science.
Okay. So
All
then
right.
they get Spike reads the letter about the Grand Galloping Gala, and then later he gets 2 tickets. Applejack, hearing upon this, obviously wants to grow. But first things first, before we get into that, Dave was wondering what the Grand Galloping Gala was.
I was. And I
it's-
never found out.
It's just a giant, Verity described it the best. Some high society fancy party, like basically the capital of Equestria in the castle.
Right.
So,
Does that sound fun?
no, not to me.
Well, I think it's I think it's a multitude of events, because each of the characters wanted to go for a different reason. So obviously, it had a lot of different things to do. There were a lot of things about it.
I guess me seeing the episode of how the Grand Galloping Gala went kind of takes the thought of what it is. So I'm trying to remember what I even thought it was. I don't know. But I would have to say Rarity described it the best out of all of them.
Oh, the whole we'll get to that. Her issues.
So
and girly frilly frou-frou nonsense was how Spike described it, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just Spike. He's Spike. We don't worry about him.
So he tries to be a tough boy, but he's not.
To be an alpha Chad.
Yeah. He's got
lay down his dominance for the other ponies.
I mean, he was just doing nothing, laying around doing nothing at the start and getting the girl ponies to do work.
I guess so. So
wait,
he is.
Does that mean he's like a slave owner?
A what?
A slave owner?
No, not at all.
Oh,
if anything, Twilight owns Spike.
No.
Because you will see how, it is more like a little brother situation. With Twilight Spike or Mom, you would see.
It is interesting you ask that because, Drag, potentially, but
yeah,
because he's a baby, he doesn't yet have his powers.
So once he
a
grows to
grown-up
full
dragon
size,
could rule over. Yeah.
Ooh.
You're just going to. We're going to get to a dragon episode soon. There is one in season 1.
Excellent.
So you will
We're getting too far into the lore and canon. We gotta stray away from this. Get back to the episode.
Some questions will be answered, and if they're not, I can try my best to clear it up. But anyways, so hearing upon this, Applejack, was like, oh my gosh, I should do this because it'll help out the farm because I'll be able to sell so much stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dave did ask if she's the only one who works on the farm.
Who has a job.
The entire family does.
No, your pony. She she makes costumes and shit, right? Yeah.
What?
So that's a job.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to it.
But yeah, Applejack, she works on the farm with her family. The only one who can't work is obviously Granny Smith because she's old and needs a hip replacement, apparently.
Yeah. So, okay. On that, do they not have socialized medicine in Equestria?
I guess not. Why don't they have magic that heals things pretty quickly?
That's a good question.
I mean, hey,
healing magic. Healing spells.
I guess it's best not to question it because
they only have rainbow and laughter magic. I thought.
So
I don't know.
I mean, in general, that's the problem with high magic universes, high magic fiction. Is why can't they just use magic to solve everything.
Yeah. I'm just going to say this though, about Granny Smith's hip. It never gets brought up ever again in the entirety of the show.
Okay, I'm gutted. I need a follow-up episode on the hip. I need it.
Can no longer show my face. I'm disgusted.
No longer show your face. And then I was also wondering if there's a pony school.
Yes,
Since they're all like teenagers, there is a pony school. Okay.
For small fillies, like the sisters of Apple Bloom. She does.
But these ones are like graduated from high school.
Yeah, if you notice, Rarity does own her own shop.
That's a good point. So, because we were debating about how old they were in sort of human terms.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm like, how are we sure they're early teenagers?
Well, they're good. Yes, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes maybe they're a bit older.
Because Twilight was basically in college, if I would guess.
In Saudi Arabia, you're an adult by 13, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
What about if you're a pony?
What just looks up when ponies mature? Anyways, Rainbow Dash. She overhears this.
No. Applejack. Well, the other thing I wrote. Applejack has the most selfless reasons to go to the gala.
That's
by far.
Yeah.
So she gets the ticket and the end of the episode. But anyway, that's not the end. So.
No. The Rainbow Dash is like, oh hey, I heard about this. Why don't you let me go? And she's like, I want to go there so I can basically show off and get into the Runderbolts. That's her entire reason.
So is this partly a fundamental problem about character balance with the main pony characters? Which would mean that the fighting game, the My Little Pony fighting game, may not be that great because all the characters aren't balanced.
Maybe. I don't know. Applejack's super strong. 2 of them can fly and the others got magic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would have to think about that. Pinky,
I need to see this real fighting game and not tweaked so it's balanced, like actually how the characters would be.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say this now to forewarn you all. Pinky can break the 4th wall, and she has powers beyond anybody's belief. She's absolutely insane. So is that part of the reason why you say that I might like Pinkie Pie a lot more as we go through? Maybe she's something else.
Wow.
But
anyway, Rainbow Dash.
Yeah, Rainbow Dash says she basically wants to go because she wants to go show off to the Wonderbolts. She's like, this is gonna be my dream. This is the only chance I get. And then, the other Twilight's like, well, why don't you 2 give me some reasons why to go? And like freaking Applejack's like, oh yeah, I could fix up the farm. And Rainbow's like, this is the only chance I get. And then Applejack's like, but Granny Smith is hip. And then Rainbow Dash is just like, my dream. And I'm like, how is this even? Because Twilight's like, those are really good reasons. And I'm like, but Rainbow Dash is just a dick.
But like, I mean, when you think about it, because like the Wonderbolts, do they just race? Is that all?
They are also kind of like a special ops military unit almost.
Okay, so special ops military. So think about it. Yes, so Applejack, she's being selfless because she picks up the farm, Granny's hip, and all that. But Rainbow Dash wants to fight for her country.
Does she? I won't get into that yet because it'll probably be spoilers. But
I'm just saying, if the Wonderbolts are heroic as you say they are, then maybe it's better that it's Rainbow Dash.
They don't do much. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, well,
maybe they don't have to do much because they're such a force to be reckoned with, and nobody dares mess with them.
I guess so.
I don't think Rainbow Dash is ready yet.
She's not ready. But Twilight
And-
gets away.
What did
Okay.
you think about her special moves that she was showing off? They weren't that good.
You'll see. She'll have some better moves.
I thought they
later.
were cool. My favorite is still the rainbow dry.
Dave liked that one as well.
Yes,
He
I-
loves the
yes, I
rainbow try.
Huh.
So after that, Twilight basically leaves because she's like, I want to try to get some food to think about this. And then she runs into Dave's most wonderful favorite character, Pinkie Pie.
Yeah.
It's
But wait, but before that happened, there was a hoof wrestle.
oh yes. You're gonna see a lot of that, a lot of competitiveness between those two, between Rainbow and Applejack.
Okay, how often have you seen girls or women arm wrestling?
Not often at all.
Usually it leads to hair pulling into the pavement and then the waffle stomping their face in.
So, Smolder Dash, you were talking about Catwoman before.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
I also wondered whether cat fighting or pony fighting was worse.
Oh, pony fighting is definitely worse. Look, as someone who has seen
Brutal.
another person being kicked by a mule, I can only imagine what a pony would do. When those two hind legs rear up and hit you in your sternum or your pony sternum, whatever their biology is,
Pony sternum, yeah.
you can break some bones, man. I'm just saying.
You also see them hit so hard they knock freaking apples out of the tree.
Exactly.
Wow. So I asked my wife how many arm wrestles she's had in her life, and she said a lot. I was
Really?
like, yeah, but you were a tomboy, super tomboy. So that
So
doesn't
is
count.
Rainbow Dash. That's what Rainbow Dash was.
Yeah,
I think that's why I like her.
yeah, that
Because
makes
she's a
sense.
tomboy.
hmm
Yep.
And why I like Fluttershy.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. So what? And then Twilight. There's the ongoing gag bit, whatever, the whole way through of Twilight Sparkle being nervous
Yes.
about being hungry. It was a bit strange that whether
She
she's
didn't get to eat.
got
Dave.
some eating disorder or whatever, because she
Dave.
finds a lot of ways to not eat.
Well, she tried to eat.
She tried to eat.
And then it rained.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that there were a few red flags there.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Let's not skip ahead real quick.
Question.
Sure.
So if we're talking about her eating, right? So this is why I agree with Dave. So she orders a daisy and daffodil sandwich, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Later on, we're not there yet.
But this is an important point.
Okay. Okay, just keep going on.
So that she eats grass, right? She can eat wherever she walks.
Well, I have a feeling that's like, looked down upon
Well, yeah, you can't. Yeah,
as a society.
eating personal property would be bad. I mean, what if you pay income tax in Ponyville and someone just eating your grass? Like, hey, man, I pay for that.
I pay for my grass. Come on now.
Yeah, I think the lower classes probably just eat off the ground.
Just shoving rocks and fucking.
Oh man, there is such thing as a rock farm. So
they're just shoveling rocks and sunflower seeds into their mouth.
That's I guess that's the background. But
So anyway,
yeah,
we're getting let's get to Pinkie Pie. Is that what we're up to?
Yep, she ran into Pinkie Pie, and Pinkie Pie believed that she got these tickets from me. She's like, oh, thank you, Twilight, and she never gets a chance to talk because she does her entire spiel why she wants to go. The main reason she wants to go is because she's like, it's the biggest party ever. I want to go to this giant party.
Yeah,
she had no good reason.
She had the worst reason. Pinkie Pie.
And then after that, Rarity somehow shows up. She's like, oh my gosh.
God.
I want to go because I will be able to beat this prince and marry this prince. I have a lot of strong feeling towards that character, but I'll get that to when we get to the Great Galloping Gala episode.
This one angered me a lot. Rarity, her reason angered me. Pinkie Pie's like, okay, you're stupid. Rarity angered me. The arrogance that you have to say that the prince deserves you and you only, and that you are the fairest pony in Ponyville. No, no, you are not that special, Rarity. Go do your hair in silence. We're done with you.
And then after that, while they were bickering between each other, Pinkie Pie Rarity, she's like, "What?" Because Pinkie's like, "Twilight, let me go." Blah blah blah. They're bickering with each other. Angel, Twilight, not Twilight, but Fluttershy's bunny, steals one.
Hold on.
Yo.
Hold on. But you're saying Rarity owns a shop.
Yes.
So she's not like an Asian sweatshop worker because she owns the shop.
She's like, she makes, if you heard her before, she makes her own clothes, even for people that went to the gala. She said that before. She's like, I make clothes for people that go to the gala, but I've never been myself.
Does she have employees?
No, she has herself.
She does it all herself.
Mm-hmm. Later in the series, you'll actually see her expanding to different cities, and then she'll have employees. But
and then she'll have sweatshops.
Wait,
brilliant.
So we figured it out. In Equestria, it's a capitalist society.
Yeah, a monarchy capitalist.
Yeah,
it's a blend,
just like England. Yeah.
Oh.
Huh. But yeah,
what's that look for? Rarity. You were talking about Rarity. Yeah, she's got a Prince Charming complex in that she believes that it's Prince Charming or nobody else, or whatever the pony version of Prince Charming.
You said England.
Yeah.
What's wrong with England?
A capitalist monarchy. Okay.
All right. Anyways, we get to Fluttershy and her reason to going. She doesn't even want to go to the party. She just wants to go to the gardens that are outside the party.
Yeah,
and see the animals there.
I mean, and that's cool, but not a good enough reason. When you have Granny Smith's hip about to go out, right?
We need that big money to save Granny Smith. Oh man, but yeah, eventually when they came up, she's like, "I haven't decided yet," and they're like, "You haven't?" And she's like, "Yes." And then Rainbow Dash shows up out of nowhere because that's what she does. She was spying on them, and then Applejack shows up because she said she was following Rainbow Dash. And then they do this scene with like they're inside the boxes around Twilight. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Inside the boxes? Yeah,
like their faces were inside the boxes almost around Twilight. Do you remember that scene?
Oh yeah. Because they were all talking at once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that.
Dave, do you remember that?
Wait, where are we up to? I'm still thinking it. I was still thinking about Fluttershy.
Of course you were.
Where Applejack and Rainbow Dash already showed up, and everybody's arguing. You remember the part where their faces show up in boxes around Twilight?
Yeah, like the Brady Bunch.
Yes, I was trying to remember what that reminded me of.
Yeah, Brady Bunch.
And I was like, I knew Dave would know what it was. They do that.
Marsha.
And then she tells basically everybody to shut up, and that she'll make her decision about it.
I have something to say about this episode that I just realized.
Sure.
So Twilight Sparkle just made friends with these ponies just like a few days, like a week ago or something, right?
Yeah, something probably around that time.
Yeah, so she just shows up, they just befriended her, and Twilight Sparkle's like, she kind of saved everybody, and now they're already trying to like beg for them for her attention. Like, you don't get to do that. She's new. You don't get to just harass her.
It's because she's also like a personal student to the ruler of the country. I was thinking that. You want to be good with the person that's a personal student of the ruler of the country, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know how we know another podcaster who's way more successful than any of us, and people suck up to him something chronic, right?
Yeah.
Wait.
Wait.
Am I hearing Christmas songs when I think about this person?
Wait a minute, Christmas songs.
No, higher up than that. At the top of the ladder.
Are we talking about even past
hurricanes?
No,
higher up than hurricanes. The next level up.
Are we talking about the good old guy that helped out?
Come see me.
Helped out the podcast that we are the extended universe of. I'm trying to think who we're talking about for a second.
Well, yeah. So you're saying? Wait, who are we talking about? Twilight Sparkle.
Yes.
Is like the most famous out of, or the most, the closest to the leader, the closest to the, So that's similar to our world where everyone sucks up to higher levels, whether it's Mr. Hurricane or the Turkish Delight.
Oh, Turkish Delight.
We love Turkish Delight. We need to get him here on the show now.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
so we're saying that Turkish Delight is like
Celestia. He is Celestia.
He's Celestia, and then Mr. Hurricane is
Hurricane is
Twilight Sparkle.
Yes.
And we're definitely trying to get Mr. Hurricane on the show.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, so she basically tells everybody to fuck off, and she goes to go eat at a restaurant where we started talking about her getting that Daisy sandwich. And one thing before she did, she plucked off the petals of a flower and then ate those petals.
Yes.
Yeah, but those petals were kind of for decoration, weren't they? I mean,
yeah, but she knows people, so nobody wants to really mess with her.
I had another eating question, and that was Spike's talking about gems, rubies, or something.
Mm-hmm.
Is that dragon mythology that dragons eat gems?
Probably, if I would have to guess, because
he does. You know about dragon mythology?
Yeah.
You're an expert on Pete's dragon and Puff the Magic Dragon and Dragoon or whatever from Game of Thrones.
So dragons historically in fiction.
And all the dragons in the franchise we're not allowed to talk about.
Yep. Yep. Ground springers.
What?
Ground springers. If you think about it, it's like a opposite of.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh.
Man. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's speaking in code. No. You can't do that. No, sorry. That's no. You're allowed to speak in code, but not too obvious. You can't just do one-to-one substitutions like that. You've got to be more cryptic.
All right, so historically in fiction, dragons are known to love treasure, but it's never said why. Because dragons don't know. They we're never really told what dragons do with treasure. They just
what the hell do they do with it?
So maybe they just eat it. Maybe they eat it.
Spike, he eats gems, different types of jewelry.
My Little Pony is the secret to understanding why dragons guard treasure.
Yes.
My next question was, does Spike ever accidentally burn someone to a crisp?
Does he? I don't think he does. Not that anything off the top of my head. It's a possibility that might happen later if we remember. But yeah, so Twilight she gets her sandwich, and then the
sandwich.
You did have something to say about that, didn't you, Smolder Dash? You had something to say about Twilight eating the sandwich. Something about an eating disorder, you two.
Oh no. Dave had the eating disorder thing.
Okay, what did you want to say about it? Nothing.
Your point, Smolder Dash, was why do they have to eat on tables at like a cafe.
Was it? That wasn't my thing.
Yes, at like a French cafe when they're eating grass. Why can't they just eat it off the
they
ground?
just eat the grass. But then we started talking about their income tax and property tax.
Yeah.
And how the grass is the property.
So
we started
Dave,
talking about capitalism in Equestria. Yes.
So Dave, why do you think she has an eating disorder?
Well, in the episode, there's always something happens that she doesn't get to eat.
It's never her fault though. Like it started raining.
But if you've ever been around anyone with an eating disorder, then they find a way that you just think, oh, they didn't get the opportunity to eat. It's a genuine problem.
I mean, maybe it's just me, but
I'm genuinely worried about Twilight Sparkle. But she makes it all the way to season 9, so I'm guessing that she doesn't do a Karen Carpenter.
No, she did.
You remember Dash when I played some Karen Carpenter to you?
Yeah, not a
you
big
did
fan,
not like it.
No, never.
Nah, she's all right. But
okay, she's gonna be fine.
But I'm being honest. I'd eat a wet sandwich. I mean,
you need a sandwich.
I'd eat a wet sandwich.
Wet sandwich.
If I had a peanut butter sandwich, or if I had an Uncrustable in my hand, and somebody just doused it with water, I'm still eating it. It's still a sandwich. The only thing that's changed is its H2O has been added.
I'm going to say either you get sponsored by Uncrustable or no. Or maybe vary it up with the foods. I know you love it. Get a sponsorship deal.
I haven't even mentioned Uncrustables on a podcast until right now.
That's not true.
Dave,
no way.
Give me the evidence.
Okay, I'm going to go and listen through the tape.
Okay, we'll get back to that probably on a different podcast.
No, after show of Who's Right. I remember.
Yes.
I started talking about it, and Dave was like, and Doug was like, "Oh, I understand."
Now, you're not supposed to name shows or people. We were saying the Human Hurricane. Remember?
We'll cut it.
No.
We don't.
Nothing gets cut from this show. You're getting confused with other shows, Smolder Dash.
Did you listen to our last episode? I said we would cut it. It's still in the main cut.
Yeah. Well, guess this is a part of life, failing.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Which is another lesson you'll learn in My Little Pony is failure.
I don't need to improve on perfection. We don't need to edit any of this. It's great.
So anyways, it starts raining, but Twilight notices that she's not getting rained on. The reason being is because Rainbow Dash kicked a hole into the clouds with the sun shining through. She's like, yes, I want you to be able to eat in peace out of the sun. She's like, well, why did you do it for me and not anybody else? And she's just like, oh, I would do it for anybody. Then you obviously see people, ponies running through the through the rain.
Okay, so I have a question about that. So,
sure.
Yeah.
And my Brony friend told me this. He said that Pegasi are able to control the weather. That's their thing, right?
Mm-hmm. That is a thing.
And they never say this directly, about in the episode. I don't believe. But did Rainbow Dash bring that entire storm onto Ponyville?
No.
Okay.
I do that because not a single Pegasi could bring an entire storm. They have an entire weather team that regulates the weather. They normally say when stuff is going to happen.
Okay.
Like, if they're behind, if they're behind on something, they'll bring like a giant rainstorm or like a huge snowstorm, thunderstorm. If they get really behind, to apparently make sure the weather's still regulating right. The only place, which I believe, if you remember in episode 2, that isn't controlled by the Pegasi is the Everfree.
Yeah, the Everfree forest.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
So
awesome.
Yes.
You gonna talk about what time it is in Ponyville?
Equestria time zone talk. Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm guessing there's no time zones in Equestria. It's just
probably not.
All universal.
Well, if I do say, the sun is controlled by by Celestia, and it basically just stays up about midday, and then just down. So that's how the days go at Equestria.
I'd prefer that to what we have normally. I'd rather just be light and then dark. I don't want this gradual. I don't want the sky to be waking up with me. I want it to be just woke.
You don't want any twilight sparkles. Is that what you're saying? None.
No, we don't do that here, sir.
No. No twilight sparkles.
Have we talked about Apple Brown Betty yet?
No. We're not there yet. So we go to Rarity, because Rarity sees Twilight sitting in the rain. She's like, darling, it's raining. And Twilight's just like, well, no, duh. She's very sarcastic to her. So she grabs her and then, brings her off to her boutique. She's like, you know what best friends do? We do I don't remember what she said, but she basically gives her like a dress, and she tried it on. She's like, yes, it would look so amazing when they see who it is. With the ego thing, she says like, they will know that I am the best. I mean, we are the best looking there. And they just like, yeah, thanks, Rare.
Oh, by chance I have a saddle that's the exact same. Yeah, you know what, Rarity? No. You know what I've learned from this episode? I hate Rarity.
Wow.
She's so pretentious and arrogant that thinks she's better than everybody else.
Oh man, she used to be my least favorite too.
Everything she does is for her own selfish gain. She's like, she'd be like the leader in a Machiavellian revolution.
But I think there's deep-seated issues there. Why she's got that? I mean, anyone with that bigger Prince Charming complex, they've got issues.
Yeah,
I know real people like that.
This is why I hate British people, because that right there.
Okay.
Because of Rarity.
They all have a Prince Charming complex.
So after that, Twilight manages to make it back to her library that she lives in. Then she sees Fluttershy, and she's like, Fluttershy, not you too. And Fluttershy's cleaning up her library. And she's like, oh, it wasn't my idea. It was my pet's idea. It was Angel. No, wait. We forgot. Applejack's before Fluttershy.
Yeah.
Apple Betty.
Apple Brown Betty. Bamba Lamb.
Because she heard that Twilight was super hungry. And she grabs her and has a bunch of different apple stuff. Like the first episode.
Yeah, the apple run. Yeah. I'm hoping that there's lots more apple runs like that. Please tell me.
You will get to meet like her entire family. More than
excellent.
And that means not just her main family on the farm. That's extended family.
Excellent. I'm excited.
So that's where we get back to Fluttershy. When she is cleaning the house, she's singing. Well, and then she's like, "Oh, it wasn't my idea to, clean up your house. It was my pet Angel's idea." And Angel's just over there making a salad.
Angel is the pet bunny.
Yes.
Of Fluttershy.
Yes, because Fluttershy can understand animals. If you didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you might have.
And I don't know what it was, but Angel's the name of the bunny, right?
Yes.
Yeah. The way Angel looked at Fluttershy was like, I've never seen that level of stare in any piece of work ever. I think Angel is a sociopathic serial killer.
Well, you will see later that he straight up just slaps Fluttershy and tells her to go buy stuff from the store.
I mean, he's like a pimp. He is Fluttershy's pimp.
He kind of is.
I mean, man's insane.
But then
okay. So the next issue is is why does Twilight Sparkle have such an issue with favors? What's wrong with some favors?
She just doesn't want to be sucked up to.
Yeah, well, doesn't
that just make her like annoying and pious to not?
Well, yeah, but if you're thinking about it from this, she just found out what it means to have a friend, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but and if you're friends with somebody, you don't just get invited to things because you do a favor for them. Like the only reason they're doing the favors is to go to the thing. It's like if we were really friends, you would do these favors regardless. But now you're just doing them because we're going to some gala. No, go away.
Okay, so fundamentally, what is friendship, or do we have to keep watching? We've got to keep watching.
You will learn what
Friendship is magic, Dave.
Yes, that's what friendship is. Friendship is magic.
Friendship is magic.
Anyways, she then goes outside and meets Pinky, which just for whatever reason gathered up a bunch of red ponies.
She doesn't go outside to meet Pinky. Pinky barges into her door and goes, "Come on!"
No, she runs out the side because she doesn't want to talk to Fluttershy.
Really? I thought Pinky just barged in and just grabbed her and said, "Come here."
No, I don't think she did. I thought she just ran out because she didn't want to
roll
back the tape.
Roll back
the tape. But yeah, eventually she starts getting thrown up in the air, and she's like, even Twilight points this out. She's like, you're not even being like trying to hide it.
That actually made me laugh really hard. Because I was thinking the same thing. I was just like you're not even trying to hide the fact that you're sucking up. And it was just, and you know what? That made me like, she's being really honest. Whether she's trying to be or not, she's being honest.
Actually, I think that was a bit that I laughed at too. Yep. And then I caught myself and went, "Oh my God, I'm laughing at this."
See, the first time I laughed at the show, I was like, "Am I really?" And I was just like, "Well, you know what? It's just a show. Let's watch it. It's fine. It doesn't matter."
I love you. In the notes here, he put Pinkie Pie again. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
But yeah, she's somehow Pinkie's like, oh yeah, she has a ticket to the gala. The entire freaking town.
Oh my God!
Out and chases Twilight around.
Okay, there's a continuity error in this scene.
Oh wow.
Okay, or it just doesn't make sense. So they're all fighting for this ticket, right? The entire town.
Yes, apparently.
So when the mob is chasing after her, and Twilight Sparkle is dressed up as a grandma pushing her baby, which is Spike.
Oh yes.
Okay, she runs the other way. One of the ponies in the mob turns around and goes, "Hey, she's going this way." Why would you do that if you're all fighting for the ticket? Why don't you just let the rest of the mob run off and then you go get the ticket by yourself?
Wait.
Are we nice? Apparently, I don't know.
It's just weird.
Are we now up to the Benny Hill sequence? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh yes, where they chase her around.
Well, yeah, because right after Pinkie Pie does her little spiel, she tells the whole town, and so
yes, and then there's some random ponies that say, "I want the ticket. I want the ticket."
Yeah.
Are any of them ponies that we'll be learning about?
Bon, which is the one that had like the purple blue hair, actually had 3 different voice actresses for her. So the random ponies have,
So yeah, minor ponies. Yeah.
One of my Brony friend, when he was watching it with me, he said Lyra, the one with she's got like a harp on.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what are the what are like the tattoos on their behinds actually called? Like
cutie marks.
Cutie marks.
Cutie marks. Okay.
Instead of beauty marks, cutie marks.
I want a cutie mark.
Yes, a tattoo.
Yeah.
On my butt.
It tells you what you're going to do. What you're the best at.
I want it with Dave's head. No, even better. It's an outline of Australia with Dave's head in the middle of it.
Perfect.
And it's on fire.
Even better.
So
get it designed.
After this sequence, what basically ends up happening is.
No, but hold on.
Yes.
Hold on. You both of you know exactly who Benny Hill is.
No. Oh
Archie?
no! I'm getting put in the green room.
No. You shouldn't know.
Okay. Benny Hill, an English comedian actor.
Yes.
For the Benny Hill Show.
So that sequence was a parody of the most famous sequences from the Benny Hill show, which is chase sequences, where typically women in their underwear would chase Benny Hill. And the music in that sequence was, again, like a country version of the music from Benny Hill.
Huh.
Like, it's unmistakably that's what they were going for. Something that only people my age and older would know what it is. So I remember, Archie, you said that there are all sorts of, adult and boomer references.
Yep.
So there's an example of something that you didn't know about before.
I just realized we missed something earlier.
What do we miss?
Oh,
about Fluttershy singing the theme tune.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, she's like doing a little thing. She's like,
That Fluttershy seems to be the one that seems to think to just hums it the most.
So, like, is that their national anthem?
Maybe for
Or do
all
they,
we know.
like when Celestia raises up the sun, do they all put their hooves on their chest and sing that or hum it?
I love how you want the show to be way more like nationalistic.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
And there's national service, and they all have to join the the Air Force or the Army or whatever.
Oh yeah, the Wonder God, what are they called?
Hey,
Wonder
worry.
Wonder Bolts.
When we get up to season 5 or 6, you'll meet Communist Pony. She's pretty cool. She makes everybody equal, except for herself, because she's not equal.
I want Putin Pony. I want Putin
She
Pony.
becomes the main character actually later.
Putin Pony becomes the main character.
Yes, but we will.
Oh, sorry.
Anyways, so she ends up back in her home because she teleports away from the giant mob that was chasing her around. You see the rest of the main 6. They're the ones that were trying to go for it. They were obviously like, I am really sorry for making you feel this pressure about it. And they all do this saying sorry. And then Rainbow Dash just comes out of nowhere like, oh yeah, I now have the ticket. And they all give her this look. And she's just like, no.
Well, you know what? I think so her element is loyalty, right?
Yes.
And you see that even in like the first 2 episodes. I think this is part of her arc. So I'm being that's but like I'm being kind of serious. Like I think her thing being like the like loyalty is like she's struggling because like she wants to be loyal to her friends, but she also has like this I want to succeed attitude, right? So it's like conflicting things in her head that she's got to deal with, which is like why probably the element of loyalty fits her the most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like she seems to have the most trouble with loyalty, yet that's the element she was assigned. But I think that's what it's supposed to signify. That
I can see it.
I mean, like how she's like supposed to grow to have compassion, almost like there's like in like DC comics, there's like the Lantern Corps.
Yes.
One of them is called the Indigo Tribe, and to be part of that tribe, you have to be fully compassionate or have no compassion at all. So, like, maybe, Rainbow Dash has, like, no loyalty, and she learns to have loyalty.
Yeah, I guess I can see that. Especially in these earlier episodes.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, so are we up to the gung-ho bit yet?
Okay, I read that
Let's say
just like a minute ago,
gung-ho.
and I laughed. So I laughed.
What?
I laughed at what you wrote.
Gung-ho is my favorite.
Ungung Ho is my favorite Korean prostitute.
So, where did you see this part, Dave? What was going on in that scene?
Point of personal privilege. Can I?
Wrong show.
Wrong show.
I can say this whenever. I'm a woke person.
Okay.
All right.
Again, My Little Pony exists outside of all that.
They don't have, those kind of problems.
Oh.
No.
Okay, well, Applejack was talking about, or maybe it was, I know Applejack said ungung ho, right? But somebody said, well, you're going all gung ho up in this out something.
That was probably Applejack if you said it in that voice.
Well, I'm just trying to, I don't know. Do you remember Dave who said it? I just remember Applejack said,
Nope.
we gotta be ungung ho.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you just have to watch the episode if anyone's listening to this, not knowing what we're talking about.
Well, because I forgot what they were talking about being gung ho about. Oh no,
Yeah, well,
they were talking about
okay.
Rainbow Dash, or no, how they were all being gung ho about the tickets, and then Applejack is like, we have to learn to all not be, or we have to learn to all be ungung ho.
Yep. Perfect.
There we go.
But yeah, let's get a bit more gung ho about this episode and try and finish it off.
Yeah.
So, anyways, they all do that. They all get mad at Rainbow because she got the ticket. So she's like, I ain't giving anybody the ticket. She sends it back to Celestia. Celestia sends her ticket. She's like, she brings back a letter. She's like, why didn't you just say that in the first place? And then everybody gets a ticket except for Spike.
Okay, this is another reason why I don't like Celestia. She's got that same kind of arrogance that Rarity does. Well, why don't you just say you wanted more tickets? Okay, the first episode, Celestia meets Twilight Sparkle and her friends. She knows she has like 5 best friends. Doesn't it not make sense to send more, especially if she's so willing to give the tickets away? You could have done that in the first place.
Well, a lot of people have this theory that she sets up a lot of stuff. Like some people believe, like if you notice how she just kind of walks out of there at the end of the second episode. Some people theorize that she just kind of sets some stuff up so Twilight can learn and her friends can learn about it.
So she's like God. She makes problems for us to solve.
I guess so. Yes.
I mean, well, hey, look. At least the way Celestia does it, they got better outcomes. They got a lot better outcomes, and actually, you know what? That's a point, because you learn that from the first or the second episode. She's like, "Why do you think I told you?" She's like, "I didn't tell you to not stop worrying about this. I just told you to make friends."
Yeah, just go make some friends.
So I guess she did. She's like, I knew this was going to happen, but I knew that you needed to make friends for this to stop. And I was like, oh, so yeah.
And then Spike afterwards, after they got all the tickets, they all get excited. He's like, "Where's my ticket?" And then he got a ticket.
I actually kind of felt bad at that point. I was just like, why is he so? I was just like, oh, I'm so sorry. But then I remembered. I was just like, hey, hold on. I thought this was some frou girly stuff.
He tries to act macho. He tries to be the Chad.
I tell you what, he's not macho.
He's anything but.
Yeah, if you're burping up paper, no, you're not macho. Burps up paper and is able to take control of a conversation. Nobody.
And that's how the episode ends, is with Spike getting his ticket.
Yeah, and they just right before it ends, Applejack looks at him getting so excited, and she smirks at him, and he goes, I mean, I have to go to this stupid gala. And he walks away, and then she's like, and they all just walk away, and then the episode ends.
Yep. That's how.
Yeah, so did you talk about how the whole thing could have been way more of a test than it was? It was the resolution of the episode was weird to me. Like, it wasn't.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. The arrogance of Celestia being like, well, why don't you just ask for more tickets? Duh. Stupid.
Whereas couldn't it have been a friendship lesson that they would only all get tickets if they all agreed to they all stop fighting?
I guess so, but if that was like their ultimatum, or if that was like their choice, Dave, I don't think they would have figured it out by themselves. I think that's what it was, because it was once that Twilight Sparkle made the decision to just send all the tickets off that they realized that
They're like, well, crap. I guess.
They realize, well, yeah, it really doesn't matter, I mean, in the end, even Applejack's just like, I feel bad for making you feel bad,
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, at the end of it, it did make their friendship stronger.
Yeah,
because they realized like you don't.
Yeah, no, it did. It served the same purpose. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just, I guess you just saw it as a weird way of doing it, Dave. So
yes, it didn't. It wasn't the conventional resolution to the story that I was expecting. I felt it was a bit of a letdown, and then we didn't see the grand galloping gala.
That's not until later.
Well, see, I think it's good that we did.
Next episode.
I think it's good that we didn't see it. I think.
The Grand Galloping Gala is
because it leaves a mystery, right? We got a lot of information about the gala from each pony's perspective of it.
Mm-hmm.
There's cool gardens. The Wonderbolts put on a great show. It's where all the fancy whatever meet. And it's a huge event. You see that when Applejack is dreaming of it, there's all those ponies in line that she's selling her stuff to. Right, so I mean that you see through all of them that there's that ponies of every kind can enjoy. That it's a big event and it's supposed to leave suspense.
And it is also the season finale.
Almost sold it.
It's the season finale of season 1. Okay,
all right.
So
I'll keep going then. I'll stick with it
to see what the Grand Galloping Gala is. Yeah. So. But yeah, do you guys have anything else about the episode you want to do before we head off?
I think I'm pretty good.
Smolder Dash.
Follow at Eating Salad on Twitter.
We haven't got there yet.
I went there. I got there.
A bit early, but.
Hey, if I've learned anything from Dave is that I'm very easy and very early.
Well,
hey Archie,
yeah.
Do you want to close out the show?
Yeah, I can say the things if you want me to.
Yep, you say the things. That'd be cool.
All right. Well, thanks for spending time today with us and our cutie box. Subscribe, like, share, review, recap Brony Boyz all over the internet. Do it. Send us your cutie marks if you'd like to be a guest on a future show. And Smolder Dash, would you like to throw any plugs in?
I guess follow at We Are A-Holes on Twitter. What's the at? Do you know, Dave? I don't know it.
We need to make a Twitter. Oh shoot!
You'll find it. Also,
just Google something and you'll find it.
RyanLawComedy.com with an I.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Right Extended Universe? We're on Apple Podcasts. Are we on Google? Dave, do you know?
I don't know. Yes, some things are on Google.
Yeah. I know we're on Spotify. We're on Spotify.
You'll find stuff that's all part of the whatever we're calling this.
Yeah. Yep.
At Eating Salad on Twitter. I think that's it for me.
Yep. And Smolder Dash is a part of our. What are we calling ourselves now? What's our?
What?
Because
I kind of
want universe.
I kind of want to be.
About?
Well, he's part of. He's like a, as we say, sister show to us, like the Insanime was. But he's,
oh yeah,
the
weird. He's part of the weird uncle or the crazed cousin.
Yeah, we are a-holes. I would just like to thank you guys for allowing me to be on this episode. This is really fun.
Oh, you're welcome.
And I will continue to watch along.
Hopefully, we can get you on for another one. That'd be pretty
cool. I'll be down. I hope I can be an honorary Brony boy.
All right.
Yeah, well, I think you already are.
Yeah.
Oh,
You watched. You had more insights than me. You enjoyed the episode more than me. You're more of a brony now than me. So
I guess so.
But
yep.
Dude, this is why you're a co-host. We need the balance, the counterbalance to the brony that doesn't.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey, we got my insight of how much of a nationalist these ponies are in their country.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Like you said,
man,
Dave. I
yeah.
didn't realize how nationalist I was being about it until
I can see some fan fiction
Of
in our future.
There's
diplomatic
probably
treaty
already
inside-
fan fiction.
diplomatic treaties signed by other ponies.
They
They have their own
Yep.
Treaty of Versailles. It's called like the
Uh-huh.
Treaty of Pegasi or something.
Oh, very good.
So if that's everything we have, let's not beat a dead pony any further, and let's send it to the great big blue factory in the sky. Let's shut the stable doors on this episode. Bye from Archie and Captain Lumberlot. And remember, friendship is magic.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Also
Goodbye.
bye from Smolderdash.
Yes, goodbye. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.